Good morning, friends. Last period in mechanical properties of fluids, we see the angle of contact. Now we have to see the shape of meniscus or angle of contact whose molecular theory. We have to see the molecular theory. आता when liquid is in contact with solid, जेव्हा लिक्विड हा सॉलिडच्या कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये येतो, जेव्हा लिक्विड हा सॉलिडच्या कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये येतो, इन सम केस द free surface of a liquid is not horizontal, and this surface is, in some case the surface will be concave meniscus, in some case it will be convex meniscus, and in some case it will be horizontal or plane. This concave, convex or horizontal surface or meniscus depends upon the angle of contact. Last period we see the definition of angle of contact, characteristics of angle of contact आपण बघितलेले आहेत. Now we have to see the molecular theory of angle of contact or molecular theory of concave meniscus, convex meniscus and zero angle of contact. We know that when liquid is in contact with solid, then there is a cohesive force between different molecules of the liquid. There is adhesive force between the molecules of solid and liquid, and also there is adhesive force between air molecules and the liquid molecules. Now we have to consider the molecule A of the liquid which is in contact with solid. आपल्याला लिक्विडचा असा मॉलिक्यूल कन्सिडर करायचा आहे A सारखा की which is contact with solid, and sphere of influence drawn to this molecule A. या मॉलिक्यूलचा आपण sphere of influence drawn केलेला आहे. आता here part of the sphere will be lies in solid, part of the sphere will be lies in liquid, and the remaining part will be lies in air. But here the molecule A, the force experienced by the molecule A, adhesive force experienced by the molecule A by air molecules we have to neglect it. Only the forces acting on the molecule A will be adhesive force, that is AP bar, acting on molecule A by the solid molecules, and the cohesive force AQ bar acting on the molecule A due to these liquid molecules. Here the adhesive force AP will be horizontal and the cohesive force will be acts as a 45 degree inclined with the 45 degree with solid as well as liquid. Now in case of a liquid which partially weights the solid, जो liquid solid ला partially weight करतो, for example glass, kerosene, in that case the adhesive force, the magnitude of adhesive force is greater than that of the cohesive force AQ bar. AP bar is greater than AQ bar, and therefore for equilibrium of the liquid surface, and the the resultant of these two forces, या दोन forces चा resultant lies in solid मध्ये lie करतो in this manner. AR bar, AP bar is the adhesive force by solid molecules, AQ bar by the liquid molecules, cohesive force. But here AP bar is greater than AQ bar, therefore the resultant of these two forces will be lies in solid, and therefore in order to perpendicular, this resultant will be perpendicular to the liquid molecules at A. A च्या ठिकाणचे जे काही liquid molecules आहेत त्याला perpendicular असतो, and in order to achieve the equilibrium, the molecules like A will be moves in upward direction, and the tangent drawn to the liquid surface makes AT is the tangent which this tangent makes an acute angle with this solid surface. या solid surface सोबत तो acute angle तयार करतो, and therefore the liquid surface will be concave as shown in figure. and the angle of contact becomes acute. The angle of contact becomes acute. In the next case, the liquid which does not weights the solid, for example mercury glass. In that case, in this case also the sphere of influence is drawn to the molecule A. But in this case, the resultant cohesive force AQ bar is greater than AP bar. Here AQ bar is greater than AP bar. As AQ bar is greater than AP bar, therefore the resultant of these two forces will be lies in liquid. AR bar is the resultant of these two forces, lies in liquid. Therefore, to achieve the equilibrium, to achieve the stable state for the surface, the molecules of the liquid like A will be moved in downward direction. Therefore, tangent drawn to the liquid surface at the point A makes an obtuse angle of contact. Here, this tangent makes an obtuse angle of contact. Therefore, in case of a liquid which does not weight the solid, the angle of contact will be obtuse. Here, in case of a liquid which completely weights the solid, that is pure water, in that case, here also the sphere of influence of to the molecule of liquid in contact with solid will be drawn, but here the AP bar is so large that is adhesive force AP bar will be so large that the cohesive force AQ bar will be neglected. That is AP bar is greater than AQ bar. And therefore the resultant of these two forces will be AP bar is greater than AQ bar. AP bar हा AQ bar पेक्षा खूप मोठा असतो, and therefore the resultant will be along this AP bar. Resultant is along this adhesive force, and therefore in order to perpendicular to this liquid surface, the tangent will be lies along the surface of solid. ह्या सॉलिडच्या सरफेसच्या along मध्ये ऍक्ट होतो, and therefore the angle of contact becomes 0. And hence the liquids in contact with solid will be not horizontal. कशामुळे horizontal राहत नाही? Due to angle of contact. Only in pure liquid, pure water, the liquid which completely weighs the solid, in that case only the liquid surface will be horizontal and angle of contact will be 0. Means in case of a liquid which partially weighs the solid, the adhesive force is greater than AQ bar. The resultant AR bar lies in solid, and therefore in order to perpendicular to this resultant, molecules of the liquid like A will be moved in upward direction. To achieve the equilibrium, the molecules like A will be moved in upward direction. Therefore the tangent drawn to this liquid surface makes an acute angle of contact and the surface meniscus becomes concave. In case of a liquid which does not weight the solid, the cohesive force AQ bar is greater than the adhesive force AP bar, and therefore the resultant AR bar lies in liquid. In order to perpendicular to this resultant, the liquid molecules like A will be moved in downward direction, and hence the tangent drawn to this liquid surface makes an obtuse angle of contact. And in case of a liquid which completely weights the solid, for example water in contact with glass, then in that case the cohesive force will be negligible. AP bar is, that is adhesive force, is greater than AQ bar, that is cohesive force, and therefore resultant lies along AP bar. And therefore in order to perpendicular to this, the tangent will be lies along the surface of the solid and the angle of contact becomes 0. And this is the molecular theory of angle of contact or the concave meniscus, convex meniscus, acute angle of contact, obtuse angle of contact and 0 angle of contact, and explanation of all these. Now we have to see the factors affecting द अँगल ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट. पहा आपल्याला पाहायचं आहे फॅक्टर्स affecting angle of contact theta. आपल्याला पाहायचं आता नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, द फॅक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग द अँगल ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट. पहा आता याच्यामध्ये पहिला फॅक्टर आहे अँगल ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट वर कोण अफेक्ट करतो. द लिक्विड इन कॉन्टॅक्ट विथ सॉलिड. The nature of liquid in contact with solid affects the angle of contact. जो लिक्विड सरफेस आहे, लिक्विडचं जे नेचर आहे तो सॉलिडच्या कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये कशा प्रकारे येतो, दॅट विल बी अफेक्ट द अँगल ऑफ कॉन्टॅक्ट. द नेचर ऑफ लिक्विड इन कॉन्टॅक्ट विथ सॉलिड. सेकंड, द इम्प्युरिटी added to the angle of contact किंवा impurity changes the angle of contact. And third, the temperature also affects the angle of contact. That is, increase or decrease in the temperature changes the angle of contact. Impurity changes the angle of contact, temperature changes the angle of contact, and the nature in contact with solid will be affect the angle of contact. These are the factors affecting the angle of contact. The remaining part we can see in the next period. Thank you.